I'm fine with you describing it to some detail, but I don't know if they are. All right, I think we're live. Getting closer at narrowing these crashes down. My computer didn't crash. It was just XSplit this time. And it's due to Microsoft's whatever framework or network or some crap. Anyways, we're live. We're back. And I'm going to unveil us. There we go. Let me make sure. Yep, I got the right windows, not the GM windows. Cool. So I was describing a blurry planet. Blurry planet is blurry. And XSplit took offense to such an affront on planet observation. Next one is the one that Miki pointed at. It's pretty cool. It's got this kind of orange, dusty surface with a blue atmosphere hue. The one up above that is Super Rainbow Planet of shiny metallicness, maybe covered in some kind of oiliness. Then we've got a rocky planet with a rocky moon, almost the same size as it.
I like the iron oxide.
Post these in our lovely world building because I want that picture just to have.
I'll slap them all in there after the session for sure. I'll even put names on them for you guys. Or I could put them as in-game handouts. What would you prefer? Discord or Roll20?
I want it on my phone, so Discord at least for this one.
Okay. Second to last, we've got another blue. It's literally Uranus. I like the way Uranus looks.
Hey, yeah.
And I get to say Uranus on stream and talk about planets. So yeah, it's a blue gaseous planet with a ring around it that you can see. And then the final one is this kind of. It looks like it's on fire.
It's evil. That's definitely
on fire.
It looks like it's a planet of fire with smoke surrounding it. Yeah,
that's where devils come from. Might be, you know.
Doom Guy's house. So yeah, you get a good look at all 7 bodies, and they are lining up just as they should be, coming to that 270-year mark.
Cool.
All right, so I want to take some time and just kind of, sweep the telescope around, look at some things, maybe remember where some things are, like the binary star, so I can show everyone else when they take their turn.
Nice.
But before I give up control of the telescope, I want to kind of try to do this trick that I've been learning, where I kind of just let magic guide me, like I did in the caves, and then like I did to find the enemy mage that was casting the ice storm when we fought the bandits, and just kind of see if if I'm pulled anywhere, like kind of let the telescope be a Ouija board. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Ouija it, man. That's
right.
awesome.
So you're gonna Ouija board it. I think I was having you roll Arcana. Was I adding that to something else? Arcana and Perception hybrid, I think, is what I was doing.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
And however your feat works, if there's specific wording on it, I think it's just you can do it at this point, right? It doesn't give a bonus yet.
Advantage on Arcana checks when determining direction and intention
so you
of powerful
have
magic.
Advantage on your Arcana and your Perception.
Okay. So Arcana 18.
Okay.
And 14 Perception.
All right, just going out there. Now, I have to ask about Belanos' subconscious at all. Is there any particular idea or hope or wonderment that Belanos is having while reaching out there?
Belanos has been particularly preoccupied with the concept of the void between the stars after encountering the Zoog and hearing about the great and shining shadow.
Okay.
Heck.
Interestingly, let's tell you behind the scenes what I did is I rolled for matching up frequencies, and that particular thing rolled the exact number that you had rolled. So that is what you're turning towards. We're still live? Okay, good. Google Docs went offline for a second. That was a little nerve-wracking. Anyways, so just zooming in here.
Enhance.
You point your telescope in this. Can you see this arrow? The stream can't see the arrow, unfortunately. But it's almost a straight line from where you guys are to the huge tall mountain that Noldris is famous for roosting at. That is the direction that you end up pointing your telescope. From your height, you can't see into the bound mound from where you are due to this range being in the way. But you can almost see just the distant peak of this over the hills, if that makes sense.
And this is the peak that Lavoie said he has christened Mount Noldris.
Yes.
Okay.
He did say that's not its real name, but that's what I call it.
It's a sweet fucking mountain.
What he has christened it.
Yep. You know, just because we're doing this, Belanos, pick a color.
Blue.
Okay.
Good choice. That was the correct
Light blue,
answer.
dark blue, medium blue. It's a lot of blues.
Like the color of my token, whatever you would call that.
Okay. So I'm going to do this one. And it's going to be basically this towards this. And click, 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 click. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
That is where the telescope directed you. If you just kind of opened yourself up and you're trying, it's almost like you're trying to line up an antenna back when we used to listen to the radio with antennas. And it's like, and it just
what are you talking about, old man?
Yeah. And it feels right pointing that way. And you just see this little white peak sticking up over the high hills that are obscuring your vision into the bound mound.
You could say it's peak content.
Yes. Piqued your interest.
You could, but should you?
It piqued your interest. I like that one. All right. Now, again, you can't see anything. And it's like you want to tilt the telescope down, but it doesn't go down.
All right. Well, I think that's good for me. So, would anyone else care to take her for a spin?
And for the
say
record,
before that,
Something
I'd ask what you're looking for.
I was going to talk to Lavoie while someone else rode the.
I just meant like what were you pointing at? In game.
So basically, Shaska's like, "What were you looking at? What's the last thing you saw?" That kind of a thing to you as you get off.
So I imagine he probably whipped that bad thing over, just like, just like came up on something.
So, unless you want it to be like that, I was kind of imagining like the slow tilt left and like whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, there we go, kind of a thing. And then after that, like, damn,
It was definitely
it was purposeful.
Purposeful. So
Yep.
I would have picked up on it, just out of curiosity, out of Shaska's point of view.
So anything you
Shaska
want to
has an
disclose,
idea.
you can, Belanos. You don't have to.
Oh, I was sort of just letting the spirit guide me. I think this is pointed towards what Lavoie has dubbed Mount Noldris, but I felt like there was something further down. Would anyone else like a turn?
Further down. Interesting.
Yeah, I would. Weirdly enough, can you look at like the ground with it? Out of curiosity? This is not my voice.
No, it. we designed it defensively, and it would take a lot more engineering to lift the scope up and tilt it downward. And also, you wouldn't see too much through the trees anyways, so it's really a tree line and above kind of setup.
No. That's fair. I was just wondering if I could look into Everin with it.
You could try to see it. You normally honestly see it better during the day when you can see the sun glinting off of it. It's really far, but maybe. And he points like, I think it's around there, just vaguely west.
I'm just going to. Can you point me at the blue things, please?
So, question first for you, Miki. So you're climbing up to the telescope, right?
Yeah.
Belenos came down, let you come on up there. Are you looking through it where it's currently positioned, or are you gonna ask him to adjust it first?
I'll
I'm
look
asking
at it
for
where
a
it's currently
reason.
positioned.
In which eye are you putting up to this thing?
Ooh.
Well, evens, it's my right. Odds, it's my left.
Okay.
See,
Natural
nat
20.
That is my right eye.
It's his best eye.
So you rolled a nat 20. Let's do something special for you.
Bull.
So here's what happens. You look through with your right eye, right? And you know, if even with your left eye closed, it's been on for a while. So even if you're like blinking, you still see blackness and squiggles now. Like you can't blink it away. And when you zoom in with your right eye, your left eye zooms in too.
Fuck.
Oh.
Like it's like all the way that way, like it's catching up with your right eye, zooming in, like someone just crank zoom and it's going. Pointed that way, you can see just the last bits of dusk kind of illuminating the tip of this mountain. It's the last beacon of light before sun finally goes down on this side of the bound mound. And as your other eye is approaching, it too sees this kind of whiteness at the top, this bright light whiteness at the very top. And as that left eye is getting closer and closer, the white, there seems to be like two red dots on the whiteness. And as it's getting closer and closer, it looks like it's very, very big. It's okay. There's something coiled around the top of this mountain. It is miles and miles and miles across if it is doing this. And your eyes finally catch up with the limits of the telescope, and you can just make out there is a huge white snake curled around the top of this mountain peak, as if it is the snowcap itself.
Mount Uldris?
Yes.
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, you said you just are going to let it go and like to magic? Is how you said it, Belenos?
Essentially, yes.
I really wish I could show you my eyes right now. You know the squigglies?
Yes.
There's a very large one wrapped around that that mountain you had this pointed at. Like, really large.
I'm sorry, it's wrapped around the mountain?
Yeah, like you know where snow is on the mountain and it looks all white and such. That's this.
It would have to be massive.
Can I make an intelligence check to get a rough kind of coilage estimate on it of how many times it's wrapped around?
Go for it. Go for a rough coilage.
I'm gonna even disadvantage myself. I'm not smart. 12. That's actually really good.
Okay. To wrap around that mountain, it's over 100 miles per coil. And you can at least see 5 coils, although they get, narrower towards the top.
Yeah.
So
there's at least 5 coils, but it gets narrower towards the top.
So
and
a safe bet is over 400 miles long.
We can take it.
I'm not great at math, but I'd say probably like at least 6 miles.
Take it. Mickey's the only one of us who can even see it.
Oh, I mean, do you want to get drunk also? You could see it then. Here, I have it. Do you
What
want
is
to
it
look,
again?
Elenos?
What is this thing you see? A worm? A squiggly?
A squiggly. Do you want the sake?
There's only one cup left.
But you could see it. And this
Man,
is like something Belenos should look at. He's the smartest of us all.
Could you draw it?
Oh, I could. I'm actually really good at drawing.
What's your medium of preference? I've got
charcoal.
Charcoal. Oh, perfect. And
French girls.
he he grabs
that was
you
pretty good.
some charcoal and a tapestry, not a tapestry, a canvas, derp. And here, it's one of I don't need it. Go for it.
I like to think that Miki is actually really, really good at drawing, so...
Roll a what do we normally do? We do a sleight of hand mixed with something else. But for this one, we'll do a sleight of hand and see how it goes for first. I'll see what the dice looks
Hold
like.
on, I actually have a really good idea that someone just told me. I
Oh,
don't,
goodness.
unfortunately. Damn. Okay, sleight of hand, you said?
Sure.
Okay. Make sure I'm at normal.
Do you still have dancing lights?
I do.
You can technically... It'd be kind of hard to get the details, though, if it was coiled up.
I'd rather just try and sleight of hand it.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. So,
Yep.
natural 1, getting burned for an 8. Okay.
Oh, with guidance.
Guide yourself. See if it brings you
I
up
got 2.
towards
The natural
11.
one would have
11.
been incredible.
11. All right.
What was he touching? The scope?
So natural 1 averted, inspiration used, up to an 11. And yeah, it's charcoal. It's a little smudgy, but it's discernibly a big ass snake around the top of a mountain.
No. It's Shaska calls bull on this. It would have to be like one of our gods or something.
I'm just seeing if you drink
Yo.
the sake, you could probably see it a lot better, but I don't want to, just like... I'm not... Yeah.
It is incredibly tempting, but I believe we should save the sake.
Let me look at this scope. Let's see this snake. Just gonna look at it through my snake eye. Be like, I don't believe this shit.
You see top of a mountain in the distance, slowly getting darker as the dusk is stealing the light.
Does the snake or the 8? No, the 11 drawing remind me of anything that I'm aware of in my religion or history?
Roll a religion.
I rolled an 11.
It makes you. It gives you that Sunday school nervousness, there's something oh, that's a thing. That's a thing I'm supposed to remember right now. I should know this, or I might go to snake hell. Fuck.
Oh no!
That's
No pressure though, dude.
that's a little bit of the vibe you're getting with the drawing. It's just
Damn.
Is Snake Hell just a wicker basket full of straw?
Oh,
maybe
shit. Snake hell is a wicker basket full of straw. That's a quote.
in a musky basement. Yeah.
Damn. Just let me die.
All right. I'm gonna
I'm
bring
just
you
gonna
guys.
flip the page upside down. That's my reaction to the page. Is I just flip it and I don't say anything either.
Do you guys want to be in the observatory or looking at the night sky, or this world map?
I'm digging this world map.
Oh, that's cool.
You guys like the worldies for now?
I do. That's my vote, at least.
All right. What about you,
other
Miki
people
and
go?
Belenos?
I
No
like the
strong
world map.
feelings.
There's actually some things I've been trying to look at, but I keep forgetting to ask you to look at the world map.
Yeah, we don't get to see it super often, so.
It's not relevant super often yet.
Well,
Yeah. No worries. So,
As
Just-
Elvis would say, we just ran from pigs.
yes, exactly. So, Miki, you're back on the scope. Shaska's like, no, this is making me uncomfortable. I'm gonna go back over here.
I'm actually I want to keep it pointed at it. I want to try and I don't know what I can do. I want to try and like just poke it. I can see it. Like I want to just try really hard just to.
Yep, charisma.
Think at it forcefully.
It's a straight charisma roll.
Make sure I'm straight.
That 20.
Cool.
You poke the deity.
Oh,
Oh no! You die.
so either it worked or it didn't.
Hold on. This is
It
great.
worked and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, just look through the astral plane really quick. It'll look good.
So,
I learned my lesson.
so Miki, like, he's just looking through the scope in that direction. You guys are doing your stuff, kind of bantering. Miki's body's not moving. Their muscles are starting to relax. Very, very gradually, they'll slump down into kind of a half, like, sitting on their side position, and then eventually be laying down. Miki, you're straining as hard as you're just like, do it, right? You just really, really, really want to see this big ass snake closely, right? That's your goal.
Mhm.
Okay. All your
Give myself
vision
a
goes
hernia.
black. Completely black vision. Roll a d4 for me real quick. 3 or 4, you actually close your eyelid. Yep, your eyelids are closed. But you're still seeing this. And you end up, like, your vision, your body feels like it catches up to it almost immediately. And then
Okay.
you're drifting, like, just drifting super, super fast towards this mountain. There's almost an echo of the terrain. As you're, like, you literally went through a hill on the way here. You can see, like, where these things are squiggling up against things and interacting with the world, but you can't see the world anymore. Through all this blackness, just all the weird things bumping into other things, and you're, like, crashing through things. You're pretty sure you killed some. Like, just tore them in half as you were going. There was one that like whipped around and started chasing you, like wagging its head left and right, but you outran it. And you find yourself kind of at the base of this mountain, looking up at the mountain, which is looking down at you with these beady red eyes. And roll a wisdom save at disadvantage.
You got this.
Dude, square up, double 20.
Fuck.
6. So there's this tremor, this shudder of the surrounding sky. Everything pulses, just, and like things start drifting away, and there's this massive like wriggle as this thing just starts to uncoil, causing like avalanches of creatures falling off of it, falling into each other, and it loosens its back and starts sliding down the mountain towards you.
Fuck!
Its head is like, God, let me see. Let me measure how big this thing's head would probably be.
It's the size of an avalanche. You don't need to measure the avalanche. It's an avalanche.
Is it like probably the proportion of like one of our heads to a gnat?
You're like,
At least.
It's 20 to 30 miles across.
oh, oh. I was gonna say you're throwing a school. No, you're throwing the county the school is in.
Damn.
Good.
And it is wriggling and coming towards you quickly. Everything echoing in reaction to this thing's movement
This
as
is,
you have
North versus Mountain.
gotten its attention. What now, Miki?
Well, knowing Miki, I'm gonna roll wisdom save for him.
Okay.
It's high. It's gonna do something different.
Okay.
If it's low, he's gonna make
It's
a
a
new
5
character.
out of 5. What's your intent, Miki?
Miki
I'm gonna pan to the party here in a second.
Miki's gonna fall into his way before
Do something cool,
they
man.
revived him.
You just
and
poked a god.
He's just going to open his arms and embrace what's to come as his brain is like, well, DNR.
I would roll to seduce the snake.
You would probably succeed too.
I don't know about that.
Speaking of
14.
the others,
Rude
which
square
we'll
up
come
like
back
I'm
to.
immovable. No.
So you're giving yourself into fate. I'm here. What will happen will happen. So Balanos is the first to notice. Out of the corner of his eye, Miki no longer looking in the telescope. Like looks like he just took a nap.
Yeah, he's real tired.
Mickey?
Rude is gonna body check him. Like, nah.
So
I'm gonna like reach out and touch his shoulder and kind of shake him.
nothing.
Mickey?
Nope.
Mickey.
Now everybody
Something's wrong.
notices.
Good luck. Why is he laying down?
Clock's ticking.
Are his eyes open or
They are
they're
closed. Yep, they're closed.
Mickey.
Are you gonna like? You could play with his
I'm gonna
eyelids if you
slap
want. Yeah. Roll an unarmed attack, real quick against Miki.
God. How do
Oh,
I...
if that's what we're doing, Rudel. Roll to shit me over.
You were gonna let Rune slap him, or do you want to
Yeah,
slap
let
him?
Rune. I'll let
Alright.
Rune. I'll go to slap him and then I'll look at Rune and be like, "You quickly."
Okay.
Okay. Unarmed attack.
This is the unarmed attack.
Um.
Or an unarmed attack.
So that's not his AC.
Mhm.
What I want is for Miki to roll a perception with disadvantage. You need to exceed the 12. That's what I'm letting happen right now.
Ah, I should have rolled a 1. Nah.
Nope.
You motherfucker!
11. So Miki's still in it. It's
You
almost
have
like
a +6!
nothing happened in Miki's perception. But why don't you roll perception, Rune?
Oh, sure. That's going to be a 15.
Yeah, that's good enough. When you slapped him, like his eyes jiggled a bit, and there's just black voids where both eyes should be.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know the treatment that Goku gave Frieza? Just back. That's what you're about to get, Miki.
Shaska, anything for me? You're just like, woo, watching.
It's like should have not fucked with the snake.
You're about to wake up before I put you out.
A question: Do we have the sake with us? Because I don't think we do. But do we?
I've
been keeping it on me.
That was
Can I try
something that
One more dumb thing.
yes, and to clarify, I'm allowing Miki to have had it on their person, and they even like showed you guys and set it down next to him. If you so choose, it is there. But Belanos, what is your idea? I'm very curious.
I'm gonna hold both of his eyes open and scream into his face, cast command on him,
Okay,
and just scream, "Wake!"
Yo, that's
awesome.
cool.
That's a cool thing.
That's way cooler.
Throw that in chat, and then what's the save on it? Is it Wisdom?
Yeah, 15.
He's probably incapacitated right now, right? Because I think that may affect some saves.
Yeah. Let someone throw.
I have conditions. I'll check it out.
It's unconscious / incapacitated, which I think they're both kind of hand in hand.
Yo, we about to be hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it's strength and dex. And let me check. Incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions.
The way I'm viewing it is like magical hypnotism right now.
Yeah.
You about to be getting these hands.
So it is a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Correct.
Go for it. Miki, sorry.
Disadvantage or normal?
Normal for this one. Technically, I could almost give you advantage on it, which would be ironic, but
21.
Silvery barbs.
roll again.
Sir, you have a plus
Don't
2.
you fucking say.
There you go. So Belenos, this is what happens.
Fuck
You throw that command in there, and it was like shouting into the actual void. There was nothing, and you could just feel your magic waning, his mind elsewhere, his soul elsewhere.
Again! Double it!
You just
Double it.
shove more arcane in there. You're like, no!
Easy
And
fix. Just
Second gear.
clear, silvery barbs. And
that's great.
Belenos, I want you to roll me dexterity. Just to see the timing that I'm going to describe on his end here. Natural 20.
Whoa.
Natural 20.
You're so cool.
Belenos, how close thematically do you think it would be interesting to describe this thing with Miki? Because this snake is coming right for him.
Like, if it's trying to swallow him, like, he is within the maw of the snake, I think.
So, yeah, the snake consuming everything on its way to Miki. And seemingly not even looking at Miki, just going that direction. Miki's in the path at this point. His mouth is so close you can't even see his eyes. It's just scooping everything in this thunderous echo. There's almost no, it's not even quite sound. It's just force, power, destruction, consumption. And you feel your vision become obscured by the maw of this thing as it passes over you, its mouth still continuing, not closing. And then there's Belenos' face in your face.
Wake up!
Oh. Hello.
No.
What happened to you?
Oh, I was looking at the snake. And, well,
Rin
Then I was-
reflexively looks at shots.
You fool! I just yell that. And I'm gonna get on the scope and just look to see what I see. Is there anything coming?
There's almost no.
Shots goes into comatose.
It's just that mountain way over there again.
Okay.
I was
I'm
looking
sure
at the
everything's
snake,
fine.
and then I don't know, maybe I made eye contact with it or something. I was just trying to squint a little bit. I feel I wasn't doing too much. And then next thing I knew, there I was flying through the void of the squiggly things. And then I was at the base of the mountain, and then it looked at me. And then it started going, but like no noise. It was like all force, And then I was inside of its mouth, about to go down its throat. And then now you're all right here.
You stood it up. You looked at God crossways. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Belenos, thank you for fetching Miki out of the fire yet again. We appreciate and adore you. Thank you.
I'm just gonna give you a big old hug.
It wasn't real or anything. It was just like the squigglies. I was like,
Shall
a
I
dream.
remind you all that the walls are currently very thin? Paper thin. We must tread carefully. We must step carefully.
Oh, right. Right.
Well, whatever plane these things exist on is not purely physical, and you were still physically here, so if it had swallowed you, who knows what would have happened to your consciousness.
Well, I was talking to my friend, and my friend told me that, do I have that on this page? No, it's on the old one.
I don't know.
Load, please. Yeah, my friend Genko, he was like telling me and explaining stuff, and I was like, wow, that sounds a lot like spirits just kind of floating around and all that kind of stuff. So I'm wondering if that's like the spirit world or something.
You mean like ghosts?
Oh, no, more of like people who are
Big sigh of
wandering
relief.
the world still, but they're dead.
Sounds an awful lot like ghosts.
Spirits and ghosts are very different.
This is why I don't usually do stuff with magic.
I wasn't trying. It wasn't magic. That was just my eyeball doing eyeball things.
Yeah. Your eyeball is a magical wound.
You use magic
Um,
a lot.
Speaking of Gek, roll me a con save, charisma save, and wisdom save.
Con save.
18.
18.
Okay.
Charisma save. 16.
Oh,
Nice.
Wisdom
Oh.
save.
You
11.
ever
heck.
see that
You
just
Indiana
made it.
Jones?
Yep.
Raiders of the Lost Ark when the guy melts.
So
What? No.
your eyes
Oh, heck.
come back to looking normal. Your second eyelid closed. Your vision back to regular. Your left eye feeling more comparable to your right eye as far as darkness goes. No longer limited on that side as far as distance. You feel like this kind of rush of that entire experience, and the adrenaline is now fading, and the utter fear of complete obliteration is sinking in.
Yes.
That's the 11 wisdom.
No pressure, though, right?
But otherwise, you feel, you're okay. It's like you just almost got in a car crash, like kind of a thing. Like that's semi. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna park on the side of the road now for a minute. That's how you're feeling.
Can I
Maybe-
wait outside for a bit?
Don't open the
I'm
door.
feeling a little cramped.
It's kind of more cramped in the entryway there.
No, like outside the observatory.
Do you need to? I'd rather not open the door right now.
I would like to be alone for a minute.
If you need to be alone,
Here, can
you
I just crawl on top of the dome?
Technically, you can.
All right, I'm gonna do it. He said technically I'm doing it.
Okay. Are you just gonna like climb or levitate at
Yeah,
all?
I'm just going out the window right here. I'm just gonna like climb up the wall and yeah.
Roll acrobatics. I will warn you though, if you use just the climbing method and you roll a natural 1, you will fall on this telescope.
You know when you get real stressed out, so you just climb out a
15.
window.
Yeah, that's Mickey's
Yes.
just gone. So for everyone's curiosity, let me zoom out again. There's Mickey.
You just only imagine.
Yo, Mickey!
Mickey's up there.
That's great.
I'm gonna get gobbled by a snake when it gets here in like 30 minutes.
Mickey, roll me a first roll of perception. Okay, roll a dex
Yeah,
save
no,
at disadvantage.
Oh boy. 22.
What the fuck?
Wow. Okay.
Get swooped.
So like you hear the wind rushing behind you and just move your head out of the way, and something just darts past you and goes into the observatory where you crawled out of.
Mickey, just Underdark
Okay.
vibe, like first time.
Nice.
Alrighty. Do. And where Miki crawled out of lands a birdie. Boop. This birdie.
Oh,
It's the voice falcon.
She's back.
Comes in and does some like posturing up at the entrance, like wings up, like looking at Miki. It's all right. Just get in here. And the bird like flies some circles around. Let's see.
hey, Mickey, the birdie's back.
And
Let's give him some time.
eventually lands with Lavoy. So,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
just flying around.
that's
any-
cool.
Anyways,
The curve is so close.
Miki, anything up there you want to be doing specifically, or are you just kind of
Just
introspecting?
contemplating.
Yep. Okay. Good to know. Miki's gonna get an interesting experience here soon. Anybody else trying to hop on the telescope presently, or want to do anything in here specifically? Because we can gloss over as much as you'd like.
I'm interested in the notes that we talked about earlier about his travels in the wilderness and the folk that he met.
Yeah.
But like Shaska's, if Shaska knows the situation, he would be concerned that snake was just like headed in our direction and not after.
Yeah. It's
but I don't know if I know that or not.
It would be this like.
Red.
Is something bad
Creeping
happening
dread.
with that snake? Like that's what's happening. Should we be concerned?
That's what I want the
That's the
wine for. The sake.
It's up
So,
to
like,
you. It's sitting there.
If it's there,
but it's a
guys,
consumable. And how many drinks are left?
One. I do not feel comfortable with what you described to me that happened. It sounds like this being, cosmic entity, is not after necessarily Mickey, but was coming to the location that he spied on it from. Do you two not worry about this? Just like glancing nervously at this paper and then back at like where the mountain is.
I mean, that mountain's super far away.
I think the creature is moving pretty quickly. Look, I'm not saying anything's happening, but I think that if Mickey is not willing to look through the telescope again to confirm or deny, then maybe I should. After drinking the sake. Unless anyone else can see the way that he sees without it.
I don't think any of us can.
Nah.
Mickey, are you going to look through the telescope again to see if that thing is still coming? I'm going to drink your sake. And I'm just... bottle.
Rude's not making eye contact with you, just stare at your mouth.
Right. This
Rune.
the shimmering golden sweet selling sake goes down your gullet. And roll me that con save and wisdom save and charisma save.
Good stuff. Con save, wisdom save, charisma save.
Okay.
All right, so a 9, a 3, and an 18. I cannot be poisoned, but this is pretty gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like for your spirit, you know? It's a little different. It hits different. It's like drinking god juice, like ambrosia kind of territory. So
I might be interested in using my inspiration on the wisdom save, unless you don't think that's worth it.
So I'll start to describe what's happening, and you tell me. So
All right.
you drink it. You did drink a lot the other night. Your stomach, although immune to poison damage, is definitely raw. Like it handled it, but it's like, what are you doing right now? So like that acid reflex almost kind of feel. Okay.
Yeah.
And the wisdom save is it just hits you super hard. Not the way you were hoping for a gentle, like nice trippy time. This time your vision just goes, and so does your sense of balance, like just gone.
I need that.
But you feel like even though you don't have a sense of up and down anymore, that you can travel in directions. If that makes sense.
No.
Imagine someone threw you in space, but you got a little jetpack.
Oh, okay.
Good luck, dude.
There's no up and down anymore.
But there is. I just feel like there isn't. Right?
You have only relative up and down to your own body.
I'm gonna roll my inspiration.
All right.
It's a
Go
con
for it.
save. A wisdom save.
Wisdom reroll 10.
A 10.
Okay. So you stabilize a bit, right? So you kind of like instead of it being like you're tossed in space, it's almost just a bit of seasick vibe. Like, okay,
gotcha.
now I can do this. You want to throw up, but you're not gonna.
Belos, help me. Rune, help me. Get me to the telescope.
We're just gonna pick him up and move him to the telescope.
Okay.
I'll make sure it's pointed in the right direction.
There you
If
go.
I end up like Mickey, do the same thing you did on him to me.
Oh, I'll smack the crap out of you.
Okay.
That was a little too enthusiastic, Rune.
And
Well, of course, you're my friend.
their
If you
voices,
get into trouble, I'll pull you out of it.
their voices are like getting muddled, almost like they're just and
You're underwater.
you feel like this sensation. It feels cold and hard up against your eye socket, and way back in the distance, you can see faintly the uncoiling of something white coming down off of this faraway mountain. You can't see the head of this creature because of the mountain barrier from where you are, but you just see the remnants, the end of a snake tail as it's unraveling, going deeper into the valley.
All right, so here comes the history check.
Okay.
Well, intelligence check. At the rate that it's unraveling,
Yep.
based on how much I know about how far that place is from here,
Mm-hmm.
how long do I think it might be before, if it's coming here, it comes here? Because it's still moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a far fetch, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Basically, so how long would it take to get here at the current speed that it's traveling?
Yeah, if that's what it ends up doing.
So let me do a maths.
Even if it's just this is going to be hours and not minutes, or days, not hours. Like, even if it's just that.
And then give me 1 second here. If it's heading towards you guys, you have a few minutes to get out of a 25-mile-an-hour area.
Just not even possible.
Yeah, we're just like, cool.
Unless we start rolling.
Yeah, it's an unnatural speed for sure. Like really ridiculously quick unraveling.
Well, it's coming this way. I don't know if it'll stop or if it won't. We'll find out in a few minutes. I just kind of like laugh to myself, like unnervingly, and I just start like cackling.
Here it is.
From what we've observed, they interact with each other, but they haven't actually interacted with anything physically.
Gek, you'd know from up top, some of them like bounce into and interact with physical objects, but most of them don't. If you want to pip up, it's up to you.
Well, they interact with them physically.
Oh.
They just
Well.
kind of bump them.
Can we see into the valley? Is there like a trail of destruction visible?
It's hard to see with the
You
interposing
just sees
mountains.
the snake. Like,
Oh boy.
We'll know in a few minutes.
I don't find that particularly comforting.
The sheer size of the creature, there's no way we could get out of the way if we wanted to.
Okay, Shaska, that's enough time on the fancy telescope.
Okay, Grandpa. The war is over.
We're just gonna pick you up and like bring you down the little halfling stairs.
I'm just gonna.
Mickey, what's your passive?
Perception?
Yeah. Is it like
16.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 16.
So Miki, all this loudness is happening. You're up there on the peak of this observatory currently, and you hear. Let me zoom out. you hear a snap from right here, down in the tree, down behind you.
I'm gonna look at it.
Roll a active perception.
16.
Okay.
What you see? What you see?
Let me see here. You don't see anything that would have caused a snap, but you know something did.
Bella knows there's something out here. Caused a snap.
All right.
Can you roll me a stealth real quick, Miki, if you're trying to be a little quiet?
17.
Nice. Okay. Fuck. You get it off. They don't notice. They rolled a 1. A natural
If
1.
we're not all dead in a few minutes, then maybe we can have a little powwow about what to do about that.
My thought, Shaska wants to check out these notes.
Yeah. You gotta get out of the blackness somehow.
Oh, am I still in blackness?
Yeah. You can
How
try
much
to sober
blackness?
up. If you really want to try and sober up, roll me another con and charisma.
Nah, it's all right. I'll just.
Not
I'm
on the
gonna,
floor. Nah.
I'm gonna ride it out.
You've had some time to look at them. I guess, was there anything particular you were looking for? I'm guessing looking into like the elf notes from the jungle.
There would be.
Okay.
I'd just be looking to see, like, did he interact with certain tribes? Was there certain names? Was there dates?
Let's roll a fate 20. I rolled a DC. Just roll me a D20 to see. Okay.
11.
And then roll me one more fate 20. Okay.
A 15.
So there was interaction with a particular tribe, but not a particular individual, if you know what I'm saying.
I do. It's very interesting.
The interactions were scary at first. They didn't know if they were about to be all murdered. They did some trading and thankfully quick translation and ended up kind of exchanging some oddities for knowledge of plants and things, but didn't take anything out of the jungle. They were not allowed.
What's the timestamp?
Let me actually just think about that. That would have been about 7 years ago.
Yeah, interesting.
I think that time kind of matches up. So
I'd lean over to I forget his name, Lavoy.
Yep.
And Lavoy, I don't know what's going to happen in a few minutes, possibly nothing. But I told you before that I don't really see a lot of value in money, but instead prefer favors or other trade. Maybe you could tell me a little bit more about this village. And I'm just gonna hold up his notes.
Oops.
It would mean a lot to me.
Ignore me. Sure. I'd be happy to. As far as I can recall, that was a long time ago. But yeah. What questions do you have? Or do you want me to describe it?
I just want to hear about it.
Cool.
Whatever you remember, whatever you know.
And let me see how good he's going to be. Okay, very good. He described he gets into the atmosphere, the sounds, the smells, the muskiness, the cacophony that is the jungle floor, and the kind of feelings even entering the jungle for the first time. He talked about how they navigated through the tiny gaps between the trees, trying to find certain stars, and how eventually he realizes, the elves, and he skips ahead a few weeks of them bumbling around. Talks about how he's pretty sure they were following us the whole damn time, and we were warned not to go in some certain areas, so we avoided those because of,
It sounds like until they didn't.
Yeah. Well, they found us, but and he talks about just kind of the awe of when he turned around and there was one of them just hanging from a branch, looking him dead in the face with like a blade, ready to cut his throat. And how he may have wet himself, and they thankfully one of the younger monks that they brought with them knew comprehend language, and they calmed everything down when everybody understood what was going on. And we gave them all of what you could call weapons.
Oh, good.
But he does it extremely detailed. I would do that now, but I know we're getting close to the end of the night. But Shaska gets to enjoy the experience more than two hands. If not,
Cool. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you're laying there, and your vision is just black and squiggly things.
I'm
And
just like laying on the floor.
yep. Now back to Miki and Belanos, and Rune here. So Miki, you heard that snap. You told Belanos. Belanos, you heard about the snap now without alerting anything. And here is what happens.
Oh.
There is a roar from behind you, Miki. As this thing runs up the hill, and you can just turn around and watch it, runs up the hill and is going to bash into the door of this place.
Where?
Oh, this is going to be great.
You just hit it with a solar flare real quick?
Let's see, it's a con save, right? Or what is it? Wisdom save. Okay.
Yo, the backside of that is a cliff.
Okay.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just now processed what he said. He said glare, right?
Natural 20.
Whoa.
But it's interesting. He's not looking at you or anything. He goes and slams into the door as hard as he can. 1 sec here. 19 on the door. The whole exterior door shudders under the force. This big crash and bang. Shaska, roll me perception real quick. You're listening intently to this beautiful story about the scary jungie. Yeah, the bang's just like, yes, the jungle, trees fall. It's great.
Dude, this ambience is truly next level.
But everyone else hears the bang, the building shudders. And then this boar you're looking at, Miki, this boar guy, he's gone. Roll another perception. You were looking right at him. Something fast happened. 14. You catch a glimpse. So what flies past you is a particular kitty cat.
Oh my gosh!
And it just darts in this otherworldly leap from down here, jumps up, grabs this thing, and goes flying off the other end of this cliff. Everybody inside the observatory, a huge shadow appears over the hatch that is opened.
Oh.
And Miki, you feel this whoosh behind you. Do you turn around?
Oh, I
Miki!
thought you were just describing. Yeah, I turn around.
Okay. Miki, you turn around and you catch a glimpse of a dark silhouette.
What the fuck?
Swooping up from the dive. Some kind of humanoid silhouette in its hands. Do you tell anybody this?
Are you good?
What's happening out there?
The jungle.
I'm
Can you be
coming
more
up.
specific?
The dragon?
What?
Don't have fun without me.
Sorry, Shaska. And Lavoie's like, hold on. And he like gets up there. What direction?
That way.
And he starts like cranking as hard as he. Rune, can you help?
Oh, yeah.
Just
He's right in front of you. You'll never see him.
and it tilts in a way where like the telescope's looking right at it, and anybody who stands at the back of the room can kind of see this silhouette at the night sky as it's kind of going up and up into the sky. Except Shashka, roll me one more perception check.
He's still in the jungle.
Man.
Lavoy, there you go. Okay, Lavoy like
Nah.
slapped you and said, "Sorry, Shaska." And you, roll me a con and wisdom save real quick, Shaska.
8 and 10.
Okay.
I'm still a little shaken up.
Here's what you get. You're kind of in reality, kind of seeing all the stuff in the way. Your vision's a bit hazy and hard to focus right now, but you're looking at the world. It's like sometimes if you wake up first in the morning, you're like, come on, eyes, just look at what I want you to look at.
Yeah.
And they're
like you're in black and white for a while. You're like, this
"No."
is weird.
Yeah. So that's what you get. Everybody sees this black silhouette on the night sky. And if you're all watching, and Lavoy is like, okay, I think we're fine. It's not going towards us. And there's this like, just a little thing falling. And a distant like squeal.
Incredible.
Are those dragons nice?
I wouldn't call them nice, but they're not our enemies. Well, maybe you should stay. Mickey, can you get inside? I don't know if they like drow.
Come back!
Please get inside, Mickey.
I'm okay. I can slip quick.
So Mickey was the only one that saw the cat, right?
Mickey, you're the only one who saw the cat. You're the only one who saw what ran into it. And
so that thing just got deleted.
Yes, that thing got deleted, and then 2 more of these things start climbing up, trying to be sneaky, Mickey.
There's more. There's more pigs.
We can just lock up.
No, they hit the door. You felt the whole building shake.
Dwarven maid.
You could be staying in here. Shall we meet them?
We could just wait 5 minutes and see if we all die, and then if we don't, we deal with the pigs.
The jungle.
Oh, but they're climbing up the cliffs. Think of the things we could throw at them while they're at a disadvantage.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
going
It's actually
out.
a compelling argument.
I'm gonna be going out in a battle.
Well, door's open. You can stay in here, little one.
Wait, what? You want out? Really?
Aye.
Is that... He looks over at you, Belanos.
Well, there's a non-zero chance we're all about to be erased from existence, and my friends and I suppose we would rather go out doing something interesting than just waiting for annihilation.
We loose some arrows from the top of the observatory. That would be a good smashing time.
Oh.
All right.
The loot's coming out, and it's like this is some like Metallica shit, like.
Roll the performance, and Lavoy says, "Do you mind if I lock it?"
Lock it behind us. We'll give you the knock to let us back in.
What is that?
Yep.
Holy shit.
That's
my
a
God.
31.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy on myself just in this moment, just to.
Dude, I think there's got to be an intimidation checks made based on that performance.
It's not intimidation, it's awe. It's complete awestruck is what it is. These things just like, what the fuck?
Like look up the hill to black silhouettes, an axe shining in the night, chords beautiful and discordant.
Yeah, so for the stream, if anyone's just listening, Miki rolled a natural 20 plus a full guidance for a total of 31 on their tiny gnome magic lute playing, and magically coming. He just won with the lute for a moment there. Was he playing the lute? Was the lute playing him? We don't know. And yes, louder than should be possible from such a tiny instrument, echoing out thunderously. You can even hear rocks like some of them are moving. Just waves of sound, just vroom, 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 coming from the observatory.
It was a passive amplifier. It was a passive subwoofer.
There we go. Yeah, you're standing on this box. It's shaking the ground, going through your feet. You feel like you're a dwarf, a drow, and a man all in one. So, Lavoy unlocks the door. Everyone roll initiative. Let me get initiative up. Make sure you select your Toki.
Can I stellar step up onto the top of the thing with Mickey?
Nice. Ooh.
I mean, you can definitely do stuff. I do want initiative rolled though. Let's get that going.
You'll allow, DM. I'd like to give one of each person a bardic inspiration with that natural 20.
Whoa.
You know?
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
Pretty cool.
I don't care. You can have it.
31.
This fight, they're just bad. They're gonna get messed up unless I roll godly. We'll see. All right.
Damn, 8.
Well, each of you have a bardic inspiration die.
That you do. That you do. Right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shaska. Your 8 is more than their 8.
But yes, by 0.06.
You're 0.06 times faster than these poor critters that are coming up at you. You should be scared. Look out. It was gonna be cool, but it's not anymore.
I'm here for is that Senpai won't notice us in this moment of triumph.
All right, you all got bardic inspiration. It's not a surprise round. Belanos, if you'd like to TP up, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you guys are. Lavoy is inside. Kitty is a dragon. Maybe. Maybe.
Kitty is a dragon.
Maybe.
And
I'll just follow Rune and Shaska out on the ground level.
Okay. That is totally fine. Belanos, right outside. You guys are just on the lip of this thing, like, okay.
We're like out here squaring up. Belanos comes out with like a sawed off.
Belanos, you are first. What do these big hulking creatures with boar heads are coming up at you, holding strange weapons, or primitive weapons, I should say?
How strange.
How far away are they?
It's civilized.
They're not that far. They got pretty close.
They're about to
maybe 20 feet away from you. Belanos is the closest one. The other one, you could call it maybe 40-ish with the slope.
Okay. Well, given that Belanos believes that we're all about to be erased, why hold anything back? So I'll just kick things off with a scorching ray.
Okay. Yeah. Shoot away.
Yep.
Hey, can I put a javelin in front of that? Light it?
No, just let him do his scorching ray. You might have lost a javelin. Actually, hold on. Yes, you can, Rune.
Sure?
Rune, can I steal your reaction for this?
You can take a good portion of the first few layers of my skin. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Okay. So, this is what happens with your first one, Belanos. Rune's like, wait, and she puts a javelin in front of it, and you just shoot this javelin. It just goes off into the trees and crashes into this crack.
Turn my head to stare at Rune.
Thought I had a better grip on it.
And then the other two, are they all going at the same one, or do you want them to be split?
The closest one.
All right, yeah. Roll damage. I think 21 and 23 will hit.
Incredible.
Minus 1 javelin rune. That is gone.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
All right. So You
14
did
fire total.
14 fire. Let me just check.
This poor man door is on fire.
Yeah, so you light him up. Just 2 big blasts of mote of flame into the front of this thing, and they let out an angry squeal at you. Anything else, Belanos?
That's it for me for right now.
Mickey.
Oh. I've been waiting to do this one. Still in mid-song. I'm just gonna be like, it's your time, Rune. Mega Rune, please.
All right, Rune. Roll me an acrobatics real quick.
Yes.
I'm tempted to do this at disadvantage.
21.
I want to see what your disadvantage is.
Sure. 19.
Okay.
Nice.
So here's what happens, Rune. You get big, and your feet can't stay on this lip, so you have to like put 1 foot down on the rocks below as you're growing. Just yeah, you're huge. I mean, you're technically size large. Belanos and Shaska need to make way, but Rune, you got one. You're straddling the lip now.
I mean, I can stay in his space, but yeah, I can move too.
If you want to, you can wriggle wherever you want, Shaska. Okay. Anything else, Mickey?
Any
bonus actions?
No.
Okay.
I think I'm okay.
Rune, you just got heavy and wide, and you're like, I am bigger. I am too big for this playset. What do you do now?
Rune is probably gonna, like, as you said, shift weight to be kind of on this bottom rise.
Yep.
Rune just like reach down, like kick this guy in the teeth.
You just want to kick him? Yeah, roll an unarmed to strike.
Rune's gonna go ahead and rage and kick this guy in the teeth.
Roll an unarmed strike.
Sure. Let's see how this goes. I just need to make sure everything's toggled here. Oh, absolutely silly. Can we go reckless?
I think you get advantage because you're bigger.
I think this is grapples.
So, do you have reckless attacks as an option?
Yeah. Here,
in the future, just declare it beforehand. That's all.
Oh, sure.
But I'll let it go this one time.
Oh heck! Thank you. Secondary kick here. 18.
Okay. I'll let you do reckless. All right, and then roll damage. Make sure. I think with this one it's
a D4.
You add a D4 instead of the conventional rules for some reason.
It's kind of quirky.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 1D4.
Did you add the roll
plus? Interesting.
Was the D4 already added in there?
It should.
Rage is usually +2, right?
Yeah.
So I think it added the rage.
Okay, yeah, it was the 2, and then it counted in large.
There it is. There it is. Okay, 12. So yes. You kick this thing in the boar tusks for 12 bludgeoning kickies.
Yeah, try to dislodge him.
What's interesting, when you do that, you kick it, but you feel like it should have done way more damage than it did. It's like he absorbed it into his tough exterior.
They're really gamey!
They're really gamey!
Anything else, Rune?
That's my go. Rune's got probably hand axe or javelin and his shield out. It's just squaring up, trying to be a blocker.
Shishka. Rune just tried to kick this thing in the head.
Sweet. Is this thing truly like 10, 15 feet away?
Add the slope, so maybe 20-ish. Maybe a little bit. It's within your walking distance.
Okay, so I want to walk minus 10 feet away from this creature.
Okay.
Slash it with
your reaching
strike.
So you just stay up on this lip. You're like,
yeah. And I'm just gonna go for whatever hands that it's holding on to shit with.
Oh, nice.
So go for fingers.
Roll your attack and then add an extra dexterity roll to it for me.
Okay. All right. Now this is my special attack, which costs me a key point, which has its own little statty boys.
Mm-hmm.
Very
so
nice.
Here we go. And that's going to be a 12 to hit. Ooh, bummer. And with a +6 is the 12 to hit. All right, cool.
That
Do you have a
actually
bardic
hits.
inspiration?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That
it
actually
hits.
hits.
Sweet.
They're so primitive.
Hits, sweet. Well, I won't use that bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Then. And then dexterity save.
Mhm.
Well, no, dexterity
Just
roll
a dex
or
roll.
save?
Just a dex roll.
Okay.
Bloody issue if you knock this guy off.
21.
Ooh, yes. Okay. For this one, that is a high enough roll. I'll let you have it. So you do 9 slashing damage to this guy. It's just
magical slashing damage,
just
yeah.
the top of the hand. And like
The fingies.
they weren't even like worried about it. They're just like, yeah, whatever. And they like even put their hand up to block the strike, but magic and tendons. So yeah, just and you just cut, blood sprays, their squeal turns into like a cry of pain, and their big maul falls down and starts sliding down behind them.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
So I'll move back.
Okay. And then you hop back up, no problem. Right, anything else?
I think I'm good for now. Bonus actions, because unless I can draw and throw with my offhand, which I could, since this is unless I can do that, then I think I'm good.
The hand crossbow, you mean, or are you talking about throwing a dagger?
Oh wow, I have a hand crossbow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember.
Could I use my hand crossbow as a off attack?
I think it has to be an offhanded melee unless you have the crossbow expert feat.
Gotcha.
We'll figure it out later.
That sounds like it, though.
What I would allow is like 1 cheeky fire if you want, or 1 cheeky dagger throw. I don't mind. I'll let you do it.
I'll try my hand crossbow. I've never really used it before.
Okay.
But going forward, I think,
we should look it up. I think you're right.
19.
That'll hit. So roll damage, and we'll take your proficiency off of it. Because I think
and no dueling style.
So it's just supposed to be, I think, the raw die roll for an offhand like that. But it is another cheeky 5 Pierce-a-Rooney Doonies. That's what I'll do. Okay.
Very nice.
Cool.
We'll look it up later. I'll let you have that.
That was cool. Thanks.
So you hop up and just pew, like a little BB gun shot to the face. Thought it was done. Cool. Critters' turns. So let me do this first. Okay. The front one starts kind of like stepping backwards a bit. Technically, Rune, I took your reaction. Never mind.
No, you're good. My reaction's like way off in the bushes.
Yeah, that's fine. So he moves back a bit, but he comes up, like, hands him his hammer, takes it in the other hand, and they both approach Rune, like, shoulder to shoulder, like, we're gonna get him.
Quick. She'll be her best.
Okay. And, let's see. Yep. One of them used, I'm just going to say they used one of their attacks to hand the hammer off. And, first swing, flick, 22.
And remember, they have advantage.
Oh, you recklessly attacked. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep. That is a good point. Thank you for the reminder. Burned a natural 1 with that.
Nice.
And then the other one is going to swing out with you. And then it's going to swing out again. All right.
Nice. There you go. 2 hits.
22 hits for 8 bludgeons. 24 hits for 12 bludgeons. 20 bludgeons.
Done and done.
Alrighty. And then they just let out a roar in tandem. They're trying to spoof ya. So spoofy.
It's a really hearty belly laugh. Rune's having a great time.
Yeah, it's not as spoofy as the epic ballad of going on behind them. So Belanos, back to you.
How steep is this cliff? Like, can I run down to meet them, or will I slide down into my doom?
This is a steep, crumbling hill, like 45 degrees, sometimes 60, sometimes 30. I would definitely have you roll some acrobatics to navigate this quickly.
Let's not.
Okay. You definitely could climb down or hop down here and stand next to Rune and do something if you want to, though. It would
yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I'll try it. Why not? We might die anyway.
Yeah.
So what do I want to get? Basically right
there
next to these guys.
Just roll me an acrobatics. See how well you do it.
13.
13's fine. Yeah, you climb down.
Great.
You don't even scuff your clothes. You get next to him. Your boots are a little dirty, and here you are.
Hello, gentlemen. And then I'm going to cast Burning Hands on them.
Go for it.
Hello, that built in.
So it's a DC 15 deck save.
Okay. Righty. Dex. Where is Dex? That's a fail and a super fail. All right. So they both take 14 fire to the face.
Not bad, Belina.
So
not as good as your Dwargar one, but still.
All right. And then I just kind of mime tipping my hat to them, and then I will Starlight step back up to the cliff.
You tilt your hood.
My piggies.
Yeah.
Air it out. Squib just a little tentacle. Salute.
And then just zoop back up here.
Cool. So you get to where you're just out of reach. Fire. It's like a 15-foot cone. Yeah, you can do that just fine. Cool. So that's a lot of dangles. Minus 14. And fitting to the concert, like a Metallica concert, you just hear as there's flames just billowing out of Belinos's hands, illuminating the hillside on this quarter for a second. Nice. All right, that it, Belinos?
That's everything I got.
Mickey.
And in similar fashion, I am going to be casting Chromatic Orb. And Thunder Chosen as it charges up at the tip of the lute as I throw it down at them.
Alrighty. And then this is a one target creature, right?
Yep, I'm going to go for the left side.
So
that is a 21 to hit.
This one over here?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 21 hits.
With 14 thunder damage.
Whew. All right. Anything else it does? I think it just hits hard, right? Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
It's only in Baldur's Gate that it does other things.
Yep. It's getting so confusing now. BG3's like, here's our rules. I'm like, stop it.
Why?
It's still good. It's still good. You just gotta split them up. Anyways, so yeah, you hit this thing with you wanted thunder, not lightning, correct?
Thunder, yes.
Yep. So just a big crack as you smash. Basically, I mean, air atoms, friction, boom, explosion of force. There should maybe be lightning, but it's just a big boom echoing out from the top of the peak. Just, and this thing takes all that damage to the face again. Anything else, Miki?
Just starting the ballad of the chain breakers that I sang a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Ruin. You're big.
The radio edit.
Rune is going to bonus action against this one that's highest on the peaks, try and do a grapple.
Okay.
There are so many layers of disadvantage and advantage to play here, but I'll just roll with advantage here.
I'll give you advantage. Okay.
20.
All right, 20 to grapple this guy. All right.
Yes. And disadvantage because he's smaller and there's a lot.
There's a lot going on here for sure. So they do not succeed on the grapple. They are grappled with your giant sticky mitt.
Nice. Rune is going to throw him as far as possible off these cliffs.
All right. So we're doing basically the equivalent of a shove with your athletics.
Rune is just going to try.
I've got to ask for flavor. Are you going to recklessly shove this guy?
Rune is going. Here's what happens. Rune opens themselves up, pulling them around the back, like grabbing onto their leg, and I wonder if they squeal when you throw. And just so yeah, reckless.
All right.
That 20, you just pull his leg off.
I'm going to let you roll 3 athletics as a one-time thing. Don't ask me to ever do it. This is my choice.
No, I'm not going to ask you, but that's super cool.
There you go.
25 GM.
There you go. That is how many feet you throw him.
So, the steepest part.
Yeah. So you do a spin around by his leg, almost a half discus toss, just without the full skip and turn. There's not enough room for that.
Yeah.
And you throw this thing 25 feet, kind of like here, right above that tree. There we go. There they are. They will land on their turn.
That's my good, yo. We just eat that guy in the stratosphere.
All right. Josh,
oh, look, it's a new planet.
So, how is that guy looking, by the way? Like
the one in the air or the one on the ground?
The guy in the air.
Yeah, he's been burned and shot and sliced. They're not looking great, that's for sure. You don't know what kind of things broke during that throw.
Man, I kind of want to shoot him with the bow while he's flying in the air, and just like pull the bow out and be like, blah.
I'd let you try it. It'd take your whole turn.
Yeah, it's either that or just swippy swappy at somebody,
Whichever one.
Dude, yeah, I want you to trick shot this guy in midair. That sounds awesome.
I'm gonna trick shot him. I'm just gonna be like, activate the bow and just bam.
Yeah.
Let's see if it hits.
Like, that's just such really cool.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't have any cool key to do for that, but that's all right. Longbow, 16. Hit.
It does hit.
Yeah!
That does hit. Roll
USD.
dangles.
9 piercing.
All right. 9 magical piercing, actually.
What's that?
9 magical piercing.
Oh, shit.
You're at the gun range.
All right. Nice shot, Shashka. Just right in the back. Just thunk right in there.
That was pretty cool.
Rude will say that. Nice shot.
All right. This is
Throw
a
another.
vertical drop of 50 feet.
Give me a second.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's 2 we've made squeal tonight. 1 was the dragons, though.
That's true. But as long as we get 1 more.
Yeah, they break some rocks when they land.
Rocker skull. Rocket stuff.
Looks like meat's back on the menu.
And the one right in front of you, Rune, is just enraged and is going to try and bite you.
Oh, heck, don't bite me.
Bite your toesies.
No, don't bite my toesies.
17.
Doesn't hit.
How did Rune get so big? What did I miss?
Miki cast Enlarge.
Rune is ascending. Rune doesn't know, but Rune feels in their element.
So you mean you can use the big sword now?
Barely. Yeah, I'm so excited. So GM 17 barely misses. You could describe as them like destroying. I don't have armor. Maybe they bite into something metal, like on my side.
They just tear a big ass hole in like whatever boots and clothes you've got. They just get their tusks like in there and they're digging in. Now I'm gonna have you roll me a Fate 20 Rune. Evens, they go for a swing. Odds, they try to bite you again.
How odd. Roll even.
No! Odd. They're gonna try to bite you again.
Did you bite me?
Toenail.
14 does not hit.
I think when he starts digging himself into me, I'm gonna get the shield in there. No, you don't. Not enough a piggy sticking me,
He's like trying to bite your tendons in the back of your heels at this moment.
Piggy.
All right, the other one spends half of its movement standing up.
He fell 50 feet like a champ.
And they're going to use the rest of their movement to... Actually, no, they're not. I know what they're going to do.
He's so gamey.
Hold on.
Hey, these things are built like fucking trucks, aren't they? Built like wagons.
Bit like wagons, like ours.
Oh yeah.
Let me refresh Roll20 real quick. It just told me I don't have access to a compendium.
Oh, okay.
Which I find very interesting.
You've been cut off.
You've had enough time on the Roll20s. What are you at, 16,000 hours? Maybe?
We're getting there.
Roll20 might have broke.
Tastes like bacon. Yeah, there's no mistaking from the love into the oven. Yeah, you know what we're baking. He's the wiki boy.
Slight technical
Would he be shaking?
I got signed out for some reason too.
Oh.
Just making sure this isn't on the stream, right? Okay.
It's fucking.
It was good.
Just logging back in here. One moment. Hopefully it works.
If fate permits it, Rune's gonna do it again.
Gonna do this. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Come on.
Well, I mean, they're not chilling. They're on fire.
They're singed, at least.
There
we go.
They're struggle busting is what they're doing.
What is this
I need to give me a magic weapon. My magic is just hitting really hard.
All right.
It gets. If I punch something with my magical gauntlets, is it magic damage?
No. That is for grappling purposes only.
No, it's just really gross.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
What was I doing? I was rolling a d20. There we go. Okay. That's all they get then.
Goddamn poor mafia.
So they spend the rest of their turn screaming as their bones are crunching and expanding. And similarly to how Rune grew, this thing grows in all dimensions into a large-sized boar, rivaling that of Rune's own size.
What?
Oh, no.
And now it's Belenos's turn.
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're back. You froze for a second.
I'm gonna Scorching Ray Big Piggy.
Okay, fire away.
It's just second nature at this point.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Burn them all.
Does the 12 hit?
That's what I was checking. Actually, yes.
Okay,
yes,
great.
it does. For some reason, this token's AC didn't pop up. Let me fix that.
He's a big boy. I'm a simple man.
Okay, let me scroll up here.
Some nice damage rolls.
That is a lot of damage, sir.
I can already smell it. We're gonna come back to Nova with more boar.
All right, so we got 19, 23, 35. Is that 35 fire damage?
Yeah, dude. So they're on fire now, right, Gio?
I'm so sick of boars.
Holy shit. So,
Oh, you're gonna overcook him.
You end up shooting, like there was so much fire, it broke off going through one of the tops of the trees. And just, so 4 motes of Scorching Ray just, and you streak flame all the way down this thing's back. And it's just screaming super loud, just as it's completely immolated. It's on fire, Belenos. You didn't just scorch it; it's literally on fire.
Yeah.
Let's see how loud this thing is. I'm giving it advantage for being in so much pain. It's only a 12. All right. Anything else,
All the
Belenos?
oxygen is being burnt up in its lungs.
The roaring flames are almost louder than its scream. Anything else, Belenos?
I'm just gonna look at Rune and try to kill the other one before it does that.
Oh,
Miki.
I bet you I could make it onto the bed of fire.
Your turn.
Okay.
Well, I'm stuck between two. Yeah, why not? Just for safety reasons, I am going to cast a lovely healing word on Rune. I'm just gonna with my words and such give him a little bit of top off.
Rude is about to beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
6.
Wow,
All right.
6? Thank you.
That's pretty good,
Not bad.
Axels. Or that charisma.
Thank
that
you.
Charisma.
I almost topped off with that.
Hold on, wait. That should be. I casted
7.
at second level. That should be
It's
2d4.
7. It did roll it up above. 7.
Oh.
Higher level cast. You rolled 2 1s on that.
I am now almost at max. Damn, son.
Damn, bro.
So you got 7. That's still nice. Cool. Anything else, Miki?
No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you almost healed Rune to full with that. Rune.
Oh, come here, little piggy. Rune's gonna try and throw this guy at the other guy.
All right. Start off with your advantage grapple.
26.
Ooh.
Okay. They need to roll a natural 20. We'll see if they get it.
2 natural 20s. Because disadvantage.
Yeah, they didn't make it.
Play fuel by
So
Metallica.
they're grappled.
Rune's gonna try and toss him at an angle to try and collide with this boar.
All right.
Down there.
Roll with
Oh, no, my
advantage
Siri
real
listened to
quick.
me.
Stop, Siri. Get out of here.
25! That's exactly what I needed, GM!
See if they roll another natural 20. They do not. So yeah, you
exactly what I needed!
it's like they saved money on the budget by doing the exact animation for the toss.
And Rune goes, oh!
All right,
Great.
Rune, I have a requirement.
A requirement?
And you or Miki can figure this out. You have to name this attack in order to do it.
Okay.
You need it. It's quick. You can tag Miki in if you want. It's between you guys right now. It's your combo. What is it? What's the attack?
Okay.
Mega Rune.
Mega Rune.
Pigeon toss.
Fluffernutter. Let's call it Fluffernutter.
I've got an idea unless you come up with one.
Fuck. Sorry, I'm really not good with names on the spot.
Okay, do you want Mega Runic Toss?
Oh, that's so good! Mega Runic Toss is awesome!
All right.
Mega Runic Toss!
And soaring up, and they are that high in the sky and will come down on their turn. Shashka, do you want to? Are you gonna add to the?
14.
That does hit. That hits. Roll damage.
5 piercing, dude.
All right, Shashka, what's your ad hoc to their Mega Runic Toss? What do you say? You have to say something now. This is getting too anime.
Shaska!
Oh man.
What do you say? It doesn't have to be loud. What do you say? You feel it in your bones.
Striking snake.
There you go. Striking snake. That's your pull shot.
Oh, it's Shaska!
And it's 5 magic piercing. Nice. Right.
Little arrow goes streaking through Rune's helmet
Yeah.
orb.
And yeah,
Remember
this
the
guy
moonlight?
is hovering 40 feet above their comrade. So
The boy's probably so confused.
the voice in his hut just like, I hope they don't die. Or probably actually watching the dragon. Actually, now that you speak about it, the observatory has moved somewhat.
Rune has on multiple times told the dragon to come back, like, witness us.
They're just
Yeah.
it's going up.
Dragon stuff.
Just doing
Clipping.
Wereboar's turn. I know it doesn't show correctly on the order, but it is their turn. So I'm gonna have this guy fall, and the other thing has got to roll a dex save.
Fail. Burn.
While immolated.
Burn.
11 isn't it?
Yeah.
Striking snake.
So
Well, now I'm doing anime naming conventions for my moose. That's something I'm doing now, GM. I wasn't prepared, but just you wait.
All right, they only take 3 bludgeoning from the soft,
that's-
pillowy, fiery body down there, and I'm going to roll the
What
fire
fire did I get?
damage
Yeah.
of 1, only 1. When it landed, it did extinguish some of the flames, but now I need to roll bludgeoning damage.
Sir, I ask that you stop rolling ones.
Yeah, what's the mass on this big boys?
I'm just going to roll 2d6 for 4. Okay.
Sir, I
man.
ask that you not roll 5 ones in a row for damage. But also, that's pretty cool. They're so, like, it was their brotherly bond. They're so soft. They're actually used to manly ultimate combining.
Spiral power.
Okay, so yep, this guy lands on their buddy, like knocking the boar down to its knees and sliding off the side here. Can they do it? They roll well. They like roll up the hill a little bit, getting away from their flaming companion. Flaming companion is going to charge the biggest boy.
Oh, heck.
Tuck your beard in.
Mhm.
They're running as fast and as hard as they can right at you, Rune, while on
Oh, heck.
fire.
Yeah! What a legend!
Um,
This is getting pretty anime right now.
their buddy does a huge leap, landing behind them.
Watch out, watch out!
Here comes the attack. All right. This is a straight attack against you, Rune,
Oh, heck.
for an 8. So he comes
And
running
Rune
up,
just like,
and you just put... what I'd like to do is you just put your shield in front of it, and then, like, deal with it that way, if that's fine.
I mean,
So-
that makes more sense.
Yeah, Rune, you put your shield in the way, the thing just crashes, their tusks roll their head down, they headbutt the shield, your foot is planted, you have the high ground, and you just absorb the shock and then come back to even with this thing. While you're pushing back, the buddy comes around and is going to try and nip your ankle again.
Get
Just
the fuck,
viciously. His weapon
Get the
isn't even in hand. He left it.
get the fuck away from my ankle! I don't even have a boot on my left foot anymore.
Going, oh, I should actually. That guy's supposed to have advantage. You recklessly threw again.
Huh? No, you only gave me 2.
Oh.
No.
I'll think about that. You said you did it the same way, but yeah. I'll think about it. Let me think about it.
Do it.
First,
You're-
just roll if
you're
he bites
battling-
my ankle, and then you want to decide if he bites my ankle again.
Yes.
So roll 1.
That's a miss.
It sounds like you
That's
want
a
to do it.
miss.
He hasn't bought my ankle. Get out of here.
Sad.
I think one of them should be at advantage.
GM, he rolled twice. That was the
They have
advantage.
2 attacks.
All right. How about
He
this?
jumped 50 feet
How
up a
about
cliff.
this? How about this? How does this feel? He gets advantage on the first bite, but not the second. It's literally
Yeah.
even ground.
It sounds like you want him to bite my ankle. Go for
I
it,
want
GM.
him to try and actually get him.
I want you to roll it in public.
God damn it. 18. Does 18 hit?
The shield is busy with the boar. He bites my ankle.
What's your AC with the shield, sir? Is it 19?
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's not. I don't have the plate mail yet. So yeah, he hits.
Okay.
Words.
Now,
Shit.
what is,
Minus the d6 from his attack roll.
go
Sorry,
for it.
GM.
Incredible.
It's fine. Minus 1d6 if I roll a 1. Oh, do you roll it or do I roll it?
I don't know. You
Even
said
if
I'll
he
let
rolls
you-
a 1, he misses.
Yeah, you rolled a 4. Damn it. I wanted to bite him. So,
That's really funny.
he's like sinking in and you just hit him with this horrible... What do you say to this thing?
You bitch!
Dude, tell him about all his buddies that you fucking toasted.
I was
an
gonna call him
8.
bitch.
Okay.
They get confused. Thinking, I am canine, but I'm not a dog. So they like pause their chewing enough for Rune to, just kind of kick back
Yeah, it, like kicks him in the snoot, like fuck off.
Yep. All right, Belanos.
Oh gosh, since they're right here, I think
You're the one that keeps biting me, boot. It can't take much more.
Belanos grabs his holy symbol and a gesture you've all come to recognize, so you know not to look directly at him, and he just explodes in radiant light. I'm going to use my good old channel divinity.
Your microwave attack.
No. The meat gets all gamey when you do it.
He went Villanova.
All right.
Villanova.
It's
the Villanova?
I love
That's
that.
really cool.
The best thing I've ever heard.
Save, if I recall.
Correct.
All right.
Villanova. Nice. That was
Con save. That is a fail on the big one.
Makes sense. He's on fire.
A success on the little one. So little one takes half, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
So 18 and 9.
Fuck. That's so many dangles.
That's probably what they're saying right now. That was a genuine reaction, DM.
Yeah, the one that was chewing on your ankle, just fuck as they're getting cooked. So what is this? Do you really want it to be like just a whomp of like just pure radiant energy wafting off of you towards your enemies? Is that the description?
I mean, that's how I always imagined it.
Yep.
I like how like Belanos flashes them, right? That's like the just shining radiance.
You know that like DBC outro where like the light gets too much and they're like,
yeah,
like black lines gone.
Yeah. So the one that's on fire, this whomp goes over it, and let me take your spoiler. Yep. Okay. And
roll it.
It crisps all of the flesh off of the left side of its body, down to the bone and connective sinewy tissue. It's only half of it's on fire now, as it starts tumbling down the cliff, dead and on fire. It is on fire, tumbling down a hill. Just gonna state that again. Anything else, Belanos?
Nope. I feel like I've done what I came here to do.
Okay. Miki.
Anyone have barbecue?
Oh fuck! I was making a meme.
All right, Miki.
I'm gonna pointing at this thing with my guitar for his final act. He's going to cast a ray of sickness.
Not the sickness.
That's pretty
You want him to get down with the sickness? All right.
Oh, the corpse tonight.
24.
I think a 24 is
11 poison damage.
You shoot right behind this guy's heel, and then is there actually a con save? What is the
DC 15?
I'm like DC reading 15. The text though.
It's
for the extra poison.
Okay, for extra. Also poisoned. That's what it is. Okay.
Oh man, if he gets poisoned too, I've got 5 layers of disadvantage.
All right. Con save 21 is above.
Whoa.
So they take the damage fully, but they're not poisoned.
He's
Condition.
so gamey.
11 poison to the face. And just this nasty green gaseous ickies stuck to this thing's face. Anything else, Mickey?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Rune.
Rune is gonna reach down and grab this little piggy. Quit your nipping!
All right.
Roll a couple here. 21.
21. All right. Da-da. They got 19. He's grappled.
How's he looking? Like holding him out? Is he like cusp of death? Is he still pretty spry?
It's pretty vicious, like almost not here vicious, if you know what I mean. It's kind of going for it.
One chance. The seismic spike.
Can he be using that mouth for more than biting? Last chance.
Roll intimidation, I think.
Sure.
We'll see if this thing is even like
11. Oh, unless you want to make me real spooky for being big, yelling in his face.
It's senseless. It's completely out of its own mind at this point. It's gone into like a rage.
This rune using their own weight is gonna get their head pointing towards the ground and is gonna try and
Oh my god.
What's it?
You're gonna-
Rune
are you-
pile driver.
Go DDT.
All right.
Oh, that would be
Roll
Like-
a. I'm gonna just call this an unarmed strike. It's just a very thematic unarmed strike against this guy.
Oh, I failed it. Oh, an 8.
So you like lift this guy up and you're trying to like hop and land on him, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They just the last second, like they're still in your hand, but they like twist around the other side of your hand, but you still got their legs. So you just slam into the ground super hard. You have it gripped still, but it does not get squished as you were planning.
Oh, cheeky. Then just pull him back
boom.
out in front, and that's my go.
Alrighty. Assuming you stand back up, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just stand back up and probably
You're just
present him
holding
for
him.
the others.
Shishka.
You ever hear of a pinata? Just like pull my whip out.
All right, Arumi away.
Dude,
What?
you bring a Narumi to a pinata party. That's
what
anime as fuck.
What appendage is Rune holding up the creature
Just
by?
gonna say his left arm.
Like,
Are you
oh,
into
oh.
left arm this time?
Whichever one it is, that's the one I'm going for.
Oh, fuck.
Extra weight pulling on that bad
Like Rune,
boy.
I just imagine had like most of the thing's body and it wriggled out, but then Rune just like cinched on the arm.
Yeah.
24 hits. Or,
24
Yo.
oof.
with the 9 slashing damage magical. I'm going for like the joint, like the elbow, and then just pulling real hard
Oh,
Yeah,
with all
you
of its weight pulling on that
just
weakened joint.
slash and rip in. The arm is looking next to useless. It's their turn. Unless there's anything else you want to do, Sheshka.
No, I'm good. That's good.
Tumbling boar is tumbling down the hill, bashing into trees, spreading ashes and embers all over the hillside. And the one that Rune's got, it's just out of its mind. It's just going to try and bite your hand.
The one
no.
that got away.
No, don't bite me hand.
Bite 1, bite 2, 17 and 18.
Ah!
Or 17 and 8, not 18.
Oh, okay. It's like the 18 hits. Yeah,
That's
no,
why I
okay,
sounded all disappointed. It's 8.
Oh.
17 and 8.
I got these magic gloves, so probably just like
It just
no.
like just mouthful of honey.
Yeah.
Belanos.
Bellanova.
I will just Sacred Flame the one that Rune is holding.
Dex
So,
save.
dex
Huh?
saves.
All right.
It's
Can they
trying to
wriggle?
bite me.
Hang on, 1 minute.
3. Roll damage.
He's being held. What's
Okay.
He's
30
not even
seconds.
not even
Oh,
trying. So he just
He's
is so
crazy.
focused and just on him on the side, just singed his ear, smoking. Okay.
Oh, heck.
Anything else, Belanos?
No, I think Belanos is pretty much checked out at this point.
Miki.
Because my spell's gonna go down after this turn, I'm gonna recast.
Okay.
That's
Rune. Rune, you like feel the magic leave your body for a second, like the shudder of like shrink, and then you just like come right back. Whoa. It's a slight
Whoa.
waver, that little pause between spell magic while he was casting it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Rune.
Can we please kill him? Rudy's gonna reach to the back, pull out their great axe, and it's gonna try and swap them.
Okay.
It's the first time I've seen Rune make an attack in like a month.
Yeah, Rune at this point's kind of perturbed. Like, I'm not used to things trying to eat me this much. Fuck.
22 hits. So roll your damage, and I think you add a d4, which you added on there already.
Yeah.
19. So
Pretty good.
you come and you're holding this thing, its arm's almost gone. And you're just like bashing it with the blade, the blunt end. Like, what are you doing exactly?
Just like choke slam this thing and like fuck.
Yeah, you do that, and you chop him up into pieces. Congratulations.
Finding and Rune doesn't panicked, doesn't even realize it's just the head that's stuck to their arm. By the time Rune's done,
You're just still gripping the other hand. You just yeah.
Wow.
So Rune shakes the mountainside, tumbling the body that's on fire down even further. Initiative is over. Are you guys going to try to do anything with the flaming boar tumbling down the hill?
Can we stop it? I mean, Rune's big. Rune
I'm just checking.
Rune,
you can say yes or no.
I'll stop the flame, and Rune's just gonna boom, 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 boom.
Just roll me 2 things: athletics and acrobatics.
All right.
Athletics, how fast can Rune run, and can Rune keep their balance?
And athletics, acrobatics. Acrobatics, I'm gonna do it at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Because Rune is
you're
going
rolling.
Okay.
Expediency.
So yeah, Rune goes headfirst down the hill. And then
As
I'm guessing
quick as can be. The goal is to get this.
You're gonna grapple it, right?
Grapple it and bring it back.
Roll me. You dive at it. Roll me athletics. Appropriate for something your size. 22 is good enough.
Time out. If you grapple something in midair while falling, does it stop the fall?
I call that just relative movement from your position.
Immovable. No.
So, but no. So Rune, you're prone on this thing, tumbling over. That's what Rune's doing.
Rune will be back soon.
Rune, roll me 2 D100.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
That's gonna be fitty.
So you go 50 feet before you snap one of these small trees in half, and then another 50 feet before you hit a rock face. So that's what I'm trying to determine what I want to do for damage here. I think 3d6 for the trees probably fine with how much mass is going.
Yeah, you could double it for the rock face. They're a lot.
I was about to.
Harder than trees.
So 7 on the tree, 27 on the rock face.
There's a thorn tree.
36 total, or 16 total halved. 34 total.
Thank you.
Pluggins.
Or 37, or 17. Fuck. 17
no, I got it.
Yep.
That's
you hit the rock face like spine first.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
And
go get the fire and board.
Finally, your hip pops back into place.
Now Rune.
Dragon better have seen this bullshit.
Roll me a let's see. What is roll me a dex save real quick.
Dude, that boar is ready to eat.
Sure. Pretty neutral 10.
Yeah, you're starting to catch on fire.
Oh.
Like you're actually catching on fire right now.
Rune's gonna be
like, it's happening now. Roll one more dex save. It's been 6 seconds. You're knocked the wind out of you. You got a rib out of plate. Okay, you got
putting this fire out.
You got the fire on yourself out. Congrats. This thing is still smoldering at you, like in front of you. What do you do next? If you want, you can roll a survival at disadvantage after being dazed, and I can tell you what you would do.
7, lucky number 7. Like
that's not very good. Not to make it more windy. That making the windy goes away is the best action. That's all I'll give you with a 7, unfortunately.
Yeah, Rune's just gonna pull something probably semi-important out of their pack and try and smother it. Not even thinking to douse it with a water skin. Sure, just D100 for fate.
Just say your bedroll's the only thing that makes sense.
I should have bought the cool bedroll! Yeah, that's gone.
So now roll
I
me.
like sleeping on rocks.
Yeah, you're slowly smothering it with your bedroll. Your bedroll is getting consumed in the process.
Nobody can see Rune cry down here. If that dragon can, Rune is never going to live it down. I love this bedroll. Her mom sewed it for her.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Rune will come back eventually.
So
Grumbling. You'll hear the grumbling before you see Rune.
eventually the smoldering boar's flames die down as you keep patting it, and your bedroll is like one with its flesh now.
Yeah.
Cool. You did it! Good job, Rune.
Hey, I think that's a reward, isn't it?
That's
What
not
is?
a reward.
The big boar.
Yeah.
Rune's not gonna eat the big boar. Bellanos cooks it up weird. It never tastes the same after he does the flashy bits.
And
So
as
cool.
you're walking up the hill, your
I'm making that a
size
character flaw.
diminishes down to normal, and now your walk just looks a little farther than it was a minute ago.
Yeah. Yeah, Rune is gonna be real grumbling, but it's still gonna just drag this thing.
All right. Roll me your
suck.
athletics with your normal buffs for it, just to see how fast
Absolutely.
you do this.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right. You hoist it up, and you shoulder this thing over your
That's-
shoulders,
Actually, really cool.
and you walk it up. You're realizing the dragging was the most annoying part. So you're just tonk, tonk, tonk
That
up the
probably
hill.
looks really cool.
Speaking of anime.
I'm sure
this
the boar is probably doing this. Like, as
Yep,
you're just
flopping.
bouncing.
Bits are falling off of it. Don't worry about it.
I got the boar!
And boom, you can set it down. There you go, Rune.
Feeling really accomplished about that. Thank you,
That's
GM, for
pretty
even
sweet.
letting that happen.
All right. You
Like
have
it.
defeated 3 of these creatures, whether you realize it or not. Miki saw. What now?
And we eat them.
Dragon still in sight?
Roll a Percepi Weppy.
That's on my spells list. 12.
Maybe that's was a bird. It's hard to tell. It's just a dark silhouette.
With
right
the
now.
ending of my performance, I'm just
Mhm.
going to crank out the biggest, 10-second solo with a thank you to the dragon.
Nice. Roll a performance.
Thought you
Another
were
one.
gonna say, it's just a crank out performance. Thank you to
And
Sweet
then
Locket.
what do you
Is it
say?
19?
What do you say
Yeah.
as your thank you?
Fuck it.
Oh, it's just thank you, Mr. Bobcat.
You say Bobcat? Okay.
Yeah,
Do you want it
What
to
the
be a
mountain
cougar?
lion?
You can call it.
it is, guys. It's been shown that Gek is great with animals, but
Yep. Doesn't know
awful
their
at
names.
identifying them.
Yep.
Brute is yelling at you like, it was a fucking mountain lion!
All right. 1 sec here.
And it kicked like a wagon!
Just give me 1 sec here.
That's really cool.
Everybody roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no, we're dead.
Nani? No. Oh.
21.
Fuck.
Again.
Two.
Dude. Alright. It can only... Wow.
Wait,
Five.
is this magical? Is
6.
this magical?
Nope. It's not. Don't worry about it though. Shaska
Oh, yeah.
and Rune, this impacts you the most. You all technically fail. It was a
my God,
20.
with a 21.
It was you had to roll a natural 20. It was a 28
Whoa!
for this thing. So what happens is a hugely loud, thunderous roar comes from the skies, almost like it was shot down at you guys. Just the sound of a dragon encapsulated into a shockwave sent down at all of you. You're all stunned for just a moment in sheer awe of the force of it. Shashka and Rune terrified a bit. Like, it sounded like it was right behind your head level of loud.
Oh.
You can
Heart's
react
going.
however you want, but that happened, and then the thing
I'm gonna pass out for like 10 seconds.
Rune's gonna get turned on.
Oh. Rune's like, oh, me loins.
Oh, yeah.
Rune gets excited. Shaska like
Faints.
just faints. And then Miki,
You like my
not
little
only were you expecting it, you admire like it's awesome. Like it's like
that
they
was the coolest thing ever.
ventriloquially said super loudly in Draconic. Does anybody speak Draconic?
wish.
Shashka.
Oh, Shaska!
It roughly translates into no worries.
Wow.
Yo, got you, bro.
I can't wait to wake up and be like, who the fuck yelled in my ear?
You're like, it's happening. The snakes are just.
I just imagine those cute little snakes that play dead. Like the tongue out. The lens.
So you do that. Congrats. You killed these things.
Let's be real here. They basically killed themselves on us. Like,
I hate Boar. I hate Boar so much.
yeah, Rune is getting a different appetite after all this. Like,
What did if I poke my head over the little thing and look at Lavoy, what was his reaction to the
Oh,
roar?
shit. Boy.
Let's see how Lavoy does. I'm gonna roll it to me and then I'll describe it.
it's gonna avoid
So-
that shit.
So you look in and you see Lavoy, and you look over at Shashka, you look at Lavoy, and you look at Shashka, and they fell in almost the same position. They both rolled so bad. Lavoy at least cushioning their head as they fell with their 3. So I think we should wrap the session up here pretty soon. My only question is do you guys re-enter the observatory? What do you guys do? What's your next step?
I would definitely be interested in trying to see if the snake is coming closer after all that. Unless the alcohol was worn off, but it seems to be a bit persistent, so...
Usually it lingers around pretty hard. Let's do a quick con save, wisdom save, charisma save real quick for you, Shishka. You still are under the influence of this.
Oh, shit. So that's a nat 0 on the wisdom save.
Nat 0.
God.
A constitution of 18 and a charisma of 11.
Pretty
Okay.
incredible.
Okay.
What?
Here-
Just what?
Here's what's gonna happen. So Shashka, you feel like you're like, okay, I'm sobering up. This is fine. But you're already unconscious. You passed out. And for a split second, it's like I guess what's your fear? Is you're afraid this thing's just gonna consume you guys right now, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm afraid
Okay.
that we've pissed off a Yanti murder god.
Yep. So this like you had this
Do they have any
imagining
other kind
fear.
of gods?
No.
You had this imagining fear of like just a maw closing around you.
Absolutely.
And then what happened is that you hear this sound next to your temple. It's just and what you were
That's right.
imagining just got sucked into this weird little shell. It has these dark little legs, and it just kind of crawls down your back. And now you're seeing all these little creatures. You're not seeing what you were looking at before. Your fear isn't there. But you're not really in control either. You're just kind of like drifting on the wind, and you're floating up and up into the sky. It's a very clear sky. And now you're kind of, oh, this is what Miki did. Got it. He just went up, and there's all these different like tiers and levels of sky creatures. Oh, there it is. There's the 25-mile wide streak of white on the land. Now that you're high enough up to see over the hill, it
Good.
appears that its head has stopped. We will wrap up soon.
Ooh.
Its head has stopped. Oh, that's the gem layer. At the edge of the moonlit lake. It looks almost like it's slurping up water, drinking from the lake
he's
right
such a
now.
thirsty boy.
Thank God.
All of these creatures, there's like, you can almost see the shimmer of what might be a wave. It's like impossibly far to discern that, but it's on such a huge scale. You can almost see the just, as it's drinking in not only whatever's these creatures are swimming in, it's drinking the critters inside too.
I'm sorry, little ones.
And Shaska, you are just your mind's eye is doing that. So my question for the rest of the party, what you guys want to get in the observatory? Do you want to knock? Do you want to stay out here? What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna blast Rune with a healing word.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
I'm going to expend 2 levels for it because why not?
Okay.
Or two level 1s because that's what I get.
Took a bit of a tumble.
9 and
And
8. Nice.
Think I'm gonna order the fish when we get back to town. Not enough boar for now.
So
Do
you're
they have
healing.
fish here?
They have salted
Oh.
fish, yeah. And then Belanos, what's your prerogative?
Just going back inside.
No, yeah. So Belanos is over there. Yep, secret knock. All right, let's go. All right. Roll a
Did somebody pick me
performance,
up?
Belanos, real quick. We'll get to you, Shashka. The reason it's a performance is because someone's unconscious inside.
16.
Hey,
Okay, you do wake them. Okay, hold on, sorry. And just some like shuffling and scurrying. You hear the inner door open, and then just like jingling of keys. And he opens up. Is everyone okay?
Yes,
And-
great news. They're all dead, and we probably will not be.
oh, the walk back is gonna be a little more quiet than I'd like. But the good news, the half-breed chain breakers. There's a dragon out there that knows about us now.
It's a friend too.
It's the
Shh.
biggest grin.
Shashka, you're in the form of a snake up in the sky. Just
Wait, physically?
he is manifested as a snake in the sky at this point.
Shaska. Oh, Shaska.
Shashka's he's just up there, floating away.
Brutal.
But, you guys
go
don't-
wake Shaska. This
Shash,
is an excuse to smack him about, so Rune's taking it.
I really like this guy.
roll
Sorry,
an
Shaska.
unarmed strike.
Oh, I've become the planet. Ah,
16.
that'll hit. No, it won't. Neither of them hit.
You slap. You're like bap bap, and like
I dodge in my sleep. Tell me I dodge in my sleep.
Okay.
sure, it's a mix of this. Like you do make contact, but he like rolls with it in this feint each time you slap him, and his scaly ass hide just kind of you slip right off with these hits.
So Rune will tenderly hold the other side of his face with my honey gloves.
Damn. You grapple me.
21.
He's clocking in the face.
Roll damage.
Sorry. No, I'm not racing. We're marked.
Roll damage.
Well, actually, technically,
I
it'd be a
can
6 and a
take it.
5.
It's basically the same damage almost.
Yes.
So let's just say you take 11 sticky honey gloves to the fucking face.
Jesus.
Just eye socket jaw. And this is on your human side.
I wasn't a fan of you.
Oh, good.
Well, his slapping hand went around the back of your head, and his punching hand went around the front. So,
Oh. Yeah, that's
like, you broke skin. Like, there's blood, Rune. You punched him really hard. And Jessica, you are awake. You are dazed, but far away.
I'm just gonna open my eyes and just look at whoever the fuck just clocked me for a third of my HP.
Good morning, sunshine.
Is this it?
Oh no, I'm not letting you go that easy. And Rune's gonna princess carry you back into the observatory.
All right.
I'm so
Bella,
confused.
I'm so confused. That's awesome.
and with that, unless anybody's opposed, you all slip back into the observatory, and Lavoy is like, I have something for an occasion like this, and he starts rummaging around in a little box that was underneath some books.
Halfling-sized flask.
The only damage I took during that fight was from my friends.
As it should be.
Anything else you guys want to do this session?
We were the most dangerous things on the cliffside.
That natural 20 made me feel so powerful.
You know,
It was
there is
powerful.
something.
It was awesome.
That was really cool. There's some inspiration points I'm going to be writing about.
Belanos,
I'll use
anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
I'm assuming Shaska, you're using hit die for a short rest, is what I
Yeah.
watched them happen on your sheet.
I threw some healing for
That
Shaska.
was a
Oh, that
healing
was
word, but yeah.
okay. That was healing word from Bella. Okay, there it is. All right, you
But I
wanted to
want
do a
use
hit die. Yep. Basically, Lavoy really securely closes the door. Even takes like one of the little tables in there, clears it off, and like rams it up against there just in case they ram it again. I mean, it's dwarven made, but so's this table. And all right. Do you all have? I only have one cup. Do you all have cups?
I got cups.
My face is probably swollen, so I probably can't talk.
It's
Rin's got an arm around you. Your buddies now.
yeah. You're bleeding. You can feel it swelling, like it's happening right now. And Lavoy, he opens up a really dusty bottle of brandy and just pours everybody pretty significant, like 3 shots each of this brandy. Peach brandy from my hometown.
Oh.
Soothes the
If you
soul.
don't mind, a toast to the runic seismic toss.
No. I
Cracking snake.
be liking the Bellanova.
Don't forget about the serpent strike.
How about the chain breakers?
The chain breakers.
Whatever all that is. And he
The jawbreakers.
and he pours a little bit in a thimble and sets it on the lip of the observatory inner ring, and even the bird tips the cup up and drinks their brandy.
Lavoy, a little bit of a weird one. You mind pouring out a shot for our dragon friend that helped us out there?
How about I use that for my face?
Oh, here. Let me take that. Rin's gonna be babying you.
I guess this isn't so bad.
I have another idea.
He's confused.
They look over at the bird and they lock eyes for a moment.
No, it's a
You feel like you can do it? It's a tricky one. And the bird's like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna do it. All right,
Bird.
don't die. You promised. And he hands the bird the bottle, and the bird takes off.
Cool.
Where's he going?
Well, we've done this before. I actually don't know how it ends usually. It's hard to keep track. I'm more concerned with the falcon. But they're going to try and get above the dragon, drop the bottle, and run.
You've done this before?
Yeah, I mean, I try. I don't know if it's ever worked.
Are you sure that bird's not a dragon?
I'm pretty darn sure. But I don't know that. But I'm like I was there when
Hey.
it hatched.
Hmm.
Mickey, was that the bird you seen earlier?
Hey, yeah, that's the hawk I saw.
It's a.
That's a falcon.
Your falcon has babies.
Hey,
What?
yeah, your falcon had its babies. They had to fly off to go feed them. They said they hadn't been out for a while.
What?
Yeah,
When did you figure that out?
when I was flying down and I saw the hawk fly by.
I don't remember you flying.
I wasn't in here with you.
It's when we let the bird out. That might be why it's been trying to get out so hard. Maybe Mickey here could introduce you to its young.
Oh, that's kind of dangerous territory sometimes. They're very,
hold on. This
Basically,
is-
you're a father.
Congratulations!
When you say that, Belanos, you get the like scaredest look from Lavoy.
He's like,
Right?
no,
Like no,
no.
like just terror across his face for a moment,
Oh.
and we're gonna call it there.
Cool.
Everything froze.
Yo, that's a cool trick. Listen, I've been training birds wrong. I haven't been
Yeah.
training birds, but I need to train to give drinks to dragons. Like,
Oh. Speaking
Yeah,
of ribs
father.
out, I have a rib out.
Yeah.
Oh,
my father equals terror.
Put
Okay.
it back in.
I wish I missed my appointment
I want my
today.
baby back ribs.
That's right. Just get get the wife to walk on your back. It helps.
She doesn't weigh
Right?
enough.
Chain breakers. All right, Belanos, you sealed the fate.
It's got to dig the heels in.
She literally
What'd I
doesn't
do?
weigh enough.
You sealed the fate for the chain breakers with that final toast.
All right, let's wrap this up. We did a long session.
Oh gosh.
Forgot to reintroduce us on part 2, but I just want to get back into it. Anyways, let's do our outros. Start with me, I guess. Hello, I'm Gats. Hopefully you enjoyed some of our D&D shenanigans with Bane of the Ancients D&D. I was the GM. I am almost always the GM for Bane of the Ancients, but we do have a special 3-part short shot planned. The next 3 Saturday nights, check down in the Google Doc. Should be the same time as we normally do. Stream starts at 7 p.m. PST. We'll see how it goes. We got some new people dropping in. Two Hands is going to be our game master for a 3-part short shot of Rodinia's world. So if you want to see him GMing, all of us playing, and 2 more people joining, tune in. That's my little blurb. Also, yeah, if you want to watch us in the future, check the Google Doc, has our hopeful schedule. And if you want to watch us in the past, all the videos are on YouTube under the live section. Who was I playing with tonight?
Hello everyone, I go by Aludriea Luna. I had a heckin' ton of fun. I was playing Rune, the dwarf barbarian grapple master, and that lizard's gone, GM. It's not real.
Oh, yes.
Oh God, why?
I'm Shuck playing Belanos, Astral Elf, Light Cleric, Fireballs.
I am J. Crew playing the suavishly amazing half-drow bard Mickey Steelblood,
Incredible.
rocking it up with some Metallica today.
And I'm Two Hands playing Shaska, the delicate reptilian princess beauty he is.
He's pretty fab.
Daddy
I
Snake
love it.
Princess.
Yeah.
Let's just... There we go.
I have two moods, and they're both great.
All right. Well, thank you, anyone and everyone, for tuning in. Any last shout-outs before I shut this baby down? Nope.
Barbecue sauce.
What kind now?